What is going on, everyone? Commodore Les here, bringing to you guys my reaction / review of Jujutsu Kaisen manga chapter 268. Now, the chapter has finally come out. We are here today to sit down and read the latest installment of Akutami Gege's masterpiece. The time has finally come. We only have a few chapters remaining until the end of this journey, and it still doesn't feel real to me knowing that possibly a month from now, this story that we have been following since, the spring of 2018, it's all going to be coming to a conclusion soon. And it doesn't feel real, honestly. Even though, the recent chapters have really come to sink in the fact that we're at the end point, it just doesn't feel real to me that it's done, man. So, I got to cherish these moments. I got to cherish them as much as I can. That's why we're carrying these 4 belts now all together. Because the other one we left to the side. But after the recent events of last chapter, because listen, I know there's people out there asking questions and trying to get the logic behind it and the criticisms. I'm going to tell you right now, none of that matters to me. You got an agenda? It doesn't matter to me. You want the facts? It doesn't matter to me. Because what I care about right now is that the real is in front of me. And the real in front of me is a woman who I've been waiting for to come back into the story literally since chapter 125. She's finally back in my life. I am talking about the other part of the Triforce that with Yuji, with Megumi, and we finally got her back. Nobara Kugisaki is finally back in the story. That's all I want right there. I'm just happy as hell that she's back. Whatever logic, again, I don't care for any of that right now. Doesn't matter to me. We'll get there when we get there. But right now, Chance Ball has been activated. Sukuna, your time is up. Yuji, my boy, my son, my goat, my idolo in the making. It is time for you to finally rid the King of Curses once and for all. And to do that, we got to read the chapter. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let us see what Gege has in store for us. I was informed at a time, though, that we are going to be going on break, I believe, next week. I don't know if it's a scheduled break from Jump itself or Gege just needs a little bit more rest and all that. But listen, I don't mind. An extra week knowing that it still exists, it's fine. And plus, I can actually work on certain stuff now that we actually have deadlines. Anyways, let's get into it, guys. Here we go. Chapter 268, and the title of the chapter is Finale. And right before me in the top part of this page is Sukuna looking at my man's Megumi. Oh boy, what is about to happen here? Because Yuji said what he said. I can't force you to live. That's up to you. Now what are you to do? Just how do you think you'll be able to go on? Sukuna's all mouth inside... Wait. Sukuna's all mouth inside Fushiguro's soul. Okay? And Megumi just looking down and stuff like he's still pondering on his thoughts. You had your body stolen by me. You murdered your own sister. You turned away the hands reaching out to you. Oh, right. That brat you saved even ended up slaughtering thousands. Give it up. You can't live a proper life anymore. Just relax and leave it all to me. And it's so frightening when you see right around him and stuff is the curses, I'm assuming, or just the darkness itself is just surrounding Megumi. And obviously we've seen him in far worse situations right now. Now it's just kind of he's in the crossroads of life. Is he going to walk down the path where he's just going to accept this is the end for me? Or am I going to actually fight for my own life and keep on going from there? I don't know. For me, I would hope to God Megumi tries to choose and live, but you can only say it. It's up to the person to do it. So let's get the advertisement thing away. Why do you sound so desperate? Is it because there's only one left? Only one more of your fingers? There's a special way to turn yourself into a cursed object, which means that if Itadori takes no care in tearing you from here, you'll die. Plus, that resonance isn't all good news for you. If these 19 fingers disappear, that lone finger won't have enough pull to connect your soul to it. Even something like you fears death. From the very start, I never intended to live a proper life. Sounds obvious, but there's tons more people in this world than just me. Just once more. And you see, like, like the way, like, the thing is just, like, kind of, like, convoluting, like, just compressing itself as it's about to be dispersed. Just once more. I think I want to try living for someone else. Am I gonna get my answer? Please, make me. And you see the barrier from the outside and everything as it looks like it's breaking down. And right from there afterwards, Yuji comes in. Just, again, listen, my man throwing big punches and all that. Listen, he don't need a weapon. He is the weapon, like, literally. And he punches Sukuna. And I see from the back of the head of Sukuna, before we continue going further, the color in the hair is changing up. I see black right now. Is there a chance, Ball, that we could be getting Megumi back here, possibly? Because I don't see, the hair is completely flipping over to black right now. We are slowly getting Megumi back. Think about the consume. Wait a minute. Yeah, because now it's completely Megumi. Hold on. Thing little things about the country trying to devour him and stuff is going like this, and then you see it afterwards. It looks like it's being like destroyed. Splatter. Yeah, you see right there. So usually still at the top, of course, still in pose mode and everything. Megumi's fall from the back, so he's out. He's free, right? Oh, it's over. Get his ass. Let's go, Yuji. Come on. Get him out of here. 268 chapters. I've suffered. Get him out of here. That freak, he has to go. Stomp his lights out. Now is the time. Don't even give him a chance. Don't even give him a dialogue. Just stomp his head out. Get him out of here. Come on, man. Let's go. Look at him, bro. Standing with the coldness and swag. Come on, man. What's it gonna be? Sukuna. Bruh. So let me just get this straight, right? Because the way the whole thing was just going out right now. They're having this talk and stuff. This man fought back because, again, with the shadows and stuff, I'm assuming that's the main reason why he was able to get out of the situation. And because of that, this is what's right now what left of Sukuna. So fair enough. What's it gonna be, Sukuna? Release Fushiguro, return to my body once more, and I'll spare your life. He is still gonna give him that option, bruh. Nah, man, you're not a cog anymore, bro. You're not even a ticking time bomb, bro. Just, you gotta get him out of here. Sukuna. You are me. Oh, mate. Oh, but he still has the part of the twin, bro. I have to always realize that fact as well, man. Freaking, this dude ate his own brother, which gave to Jin Itadori, which then gave birth afterwards eventually to Yuji. So it's like, oh my god, it's gonna be tapping into him, man. We're born into this world unconsciously shouldering curses. What sort of monster you turn into is entirely decided by your luck. And I had my gramps. Sukuna, let's try it one more time. Living not by cursing someone, but by existing alongside them. Even if no one else will accept you, I'll live with you, man. This is a choice and a half right here from Yuji. Because you know how much you wanted to get back at them, but I guess this is right here, this is growth for him at the same time. Because he easily could have just became another Sukuna. Literally. He could have literally just became another Sukuna. And if anything, I know it's like I'd rather would get the flashback itself to see what was the makings of Sukuna, but seeing right here that Yuji was probably in a similar position that Sukuna was in before becoming what happened afterwards, he decided, nah, I am not going to walk down that path. If I destroy you, I'm basically as bad as you. And I'm believing this is what exactly he's going about with this logic here. I'm impressed you take this far so far, Itadori Yuji. Don't underestimate me. I'm a curse. And he fades. And that's it. He's gone like that. He just that's it. He just said, I'm out. Bruh, this is... You know what this reminds me of right now? And it's just crazy that this memory just jogged right into my mind. If you've ever watched Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, And you know the scene when Cloud goes up against Sephiroth after the twins and all that and stuff, whatever, they merge together. And he goes and says that line, "Stay where you belong in my memories." And Sephiroth replies right back afterwards. He's like, "I will never be a memory." Like, that's what it reminds me of so much right there from Advent Children. I don't know if that's going to be the inspiration, but literally that's the first thing on my mind, thinking about that right there and then. That man told him, bro, at the end of the day, I am a curse. I am always going to be what I've always been. So you cannot flip that, and that's it. And then, I know there's going to be people for sure waiting to clown this stuff right here, because I know we let this in the background for so long, but now we switch over to Urume and Hikari. It's finished. Yep. It looks like it's all over. I'm noticing right here, I don't know if it's always been there with Urugume. They have like some marking over here. It looks like they got their head like split off. It's all over. What are you going to do? Well, like I said, it's finished. There's nothing more to do. The only possible cause of Master Sukuna's defeat would be his incarnated form. You plebeians had no strength. And you see the cracking. Oh, so that means, no. So, yeah, Urugume is about to pass on too as well. Okay. So I guess that's what's going to be happening. I'm guessing then Sukuna like left almost like a part of them to continue going. Based on that. Luck was just on your side. You narrowly escaped death by simply being born 1,000 years too late. Luck was on my side, huh? That's the highest praise a guy like me can get. I mean, we'll leave it as it is. And Urume, you see, yeah, completely breaking off and stuff, and that's it. They're done. They're done too. They leave with a I suppose you're right. And then there we go. They disperse right after that. So, wow. Wow. I know this is definitely going to feel like people are going to run with this with some sick agendas and stuff. And I know what's going to be coming and everything. But, wow, that is a crazy way right there for Sukuna to go out. I mean, the Resonance playing its big part too in the Black Flashes and everything. But more so the fact that Megumi fought back and hopefully get him to live afterwards. That's basically the main axis of what was able to overcome Sukuna right there in that moment. Remember, the guy was taking absolute damage throughout the fight for chapters on chapters on chapters to lead to this moment right here. So for me speaking personally, I know we can go back and reread it and see how we actually feel, but I'm actually very satisfied on that part there. Because again, enough time was put in place to get this scenario right here. Whether you like the means or not, all depends on the person. But I'm just glad he's out of here, man. Sukuna will always be one of the goated villains. But my God, thank God he's out of here, man. I couldn't deal with any more of the hell that brother has put me through. All right. The happy ending exists. A happy ending does exist. A happy ending does exist. Man, bring my titles, bro. A happy ending does exist. That boy wakes up, markings and all that and everything on the face. I don't know if it's his room or whatever, but still, it don't matter. Yo, now this man listens to my But completely different scenario, but we're good, brother. And as long as the main axis of the thing is there. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. I've been asking for this moment. And you know what? Gege may have to be stalking the Twitter. You might have a burner out there, because I've been begging, I've been asking for this. In a far different scenario, though. Because the same way that Yuji was in the box and surprised Nobara and Megumi, I was hoping that whenever Nobara comes back, it's her coming out the box, which we're seeing here. But the other thing is that it would be Megumi presenting said box to Yuji to get his will back to live. Completely different. Completely different, because the knuckleheads themselves have put themselves in the scenario to cheer up Megumi. Oh my God. Nah, just wed them at this point, bro. Just wed them. Like, what are you guys doing? Look at the little rascals, bro. I'm so glad they're back together, man. My trio. Oh my God. Trying to pull a Kukusaki Lives prank. You're like, oh, my bad. No, he would have just gone, just rattled them even more further. Be like, you know what, bro, fair enough. Go ahead, do what you want to do. So, Guys, oh my god, just before I even like go on with this conversation, the fact that we have all of them, sitting down together, like a gang again. Oh my god, this makes me so happy, bro. I don't, again, the logic and all that, we could come and have a conversation down the road and stuff, whatever. I generally do not care right now as I'm reading this chapter. For the very first time, we don't care. I generally don't care. All that stuff can matter another time. Right now, my trio is back, and that's what matters to me right now the most. So, guys, you all thought the biggest piece of eye candy in the class was 6 feet under, yet she's alive and kicking. You're not going to piss yourself shocked or cry tears of joy. I mean, listen, did I lose faith? Yeah, I almost lost faith towards the very end of the story. But thank God that you're actually back, okay? So, what is the logic and reason now? Unless you want to provide it. If not, I can live without it too. Well, I cried a bit. Yeah, I'm good to be using that. It's a thing every single time. Anything ever happens in life, I'm going to use that shot right there usually. I cried a bit when you landed that resonance. I wasn't really surprised, if anything, since I found out while I was inside Sukuna. So wait, see the marking here? There really are only 3 of us. I guess you really gotta be there in person for things like this. Huh. Now, I could be wrong on this too, in the detail, and someone could provide me down in the comments, but I remember Gege has said a thing once back in the day, and I say back in the day, it was more like a few years ago and stuff, that for the end of the story, it was either going to be that one person lives, of the 4, being like, Yuji, Megumi, Nobara, and Gojo, that one of them would live and all of them would die, or 3 would live and 1 would die. And it was always speculated that Yuji would be the one to die and the others would live. But in this case, they chose the option, which I think probably makes the most sense for me still, is Gojo being the one that dies and the youth ends up surviving, which this is what we're getting right here at the end. So yeah, I guess you really got to be there in person for things like this, huh? Alrighty, well, all of us are here, so I guess it's time we open these. Letters? Yari-san gave them to me. They're letters from Gojo-sensei. Oh no. The man left parting words on the paper. Now, is he going to be a troll and actually, he's going to actually write something normal? Or is he just going to be like, just be a rat? Letters. Oh, this will be a trip. I can't even imagine the kind of shit he'd write. Yuck. Oh, that's pretty harsh. There's only 2. Yeah, there's nothing for me. I got to talk to him directly. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's get this over with. Why does she have that look on her face? What the hell did he actually say? Like, what did he say? This isn't a letter. It's just info on where... This isn't a letter. It's just info on where my mom is and what she's doing. What? You wanted to know? Not even a little bit. Okay, that is very interesting. So the relationship there was not on good terms. I'm guessing there were no bar and stuff, which is a bit unfortunate. We're not going to get more of that other stuff there, but at the end of the day, based on her flashback and all that, it's like she probably just didn't have that relationship with her mom and stuff. It was more so with the grandma, which again, I do want to still see, but that's probably going to be thrown in the data book at this rate. Not even a little bit. Okay? Still, I guess I got to give him credit for finding that chick. Wait, what? Why is he... Have you been promoted to special grade? Hey, listen, hold on. Now, granted, you're going to need to make up the ranks and all that, but still, like, if he gets special grade after all this, I know some people are going to be annoyed. He's laughing. Fushigoro's laughing. Look at them all just laughing away. Now I'm interested. Can I see? Come on, let me see. It's pretty similar to what he wrote in yours, Kukusaki. And they just completely same face and everything. Huh? This is a major downer. Why were you laughing at this? It's all good. Oh my god. Look at this smile on him, bro. I've been waiting so long to see him have that smile. He always gets those little, like, tiny little smirks here and there and nothing. This is like the proper first actual genuine smile we've ever got out of Megumi, man. Now, this chapter right here, just off that. The fact that we can get this good out of here, but the same chapter too that we're getting this man smiling and all that, I could be happy with it. Oh, man. Look at that, bro. That's a rewarding thing right there. Now, what exactly did that brother say? If you say so, unfortunately, your daddy's dead and buried because I killed the dude. That is crazy. He hit him with a sawi. Nah, bro, I would pull him out of the grave right there and shadow box him, bro. What are you talking about? That is insane. Now, obviously, of course, when it comes to Gojo, he wanted to tell Megumi back in the day and stuff regarding what happened and everything, but once he got hit with the surprise of how he came about the whole thing and stuff, he's like, I don't care and stuff. I just want to be with Sumiki. It's like, now it's like, okay, he finally gave him that answer and everything, but it's like, it's almost like he knew Megumi, right? It's like almost like he knew that would eventually be the case. So for him laughing it off is just like, whatever, bro. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay, so now we're going back. We gotta hurry to Maki-san and the others. You're coming too, Fushiguro. So I also just realized too, because of the garb that they're all wearing like their school design and stuff and everything. So it's like, no, just back to normal stuff that they're going into. But the fact that we have like a few more chapters to go still, it's a very interesting way that we're about to go with this epilogue right now into. So very curious to see where Gege goes from here. Well, they said everyone's got to come. All right. I have to apologize to everyone and thank them. Oh, this has nothing to do with that. And Megan was like, what? It's about Okotsu Senpai. Oh, please, bro. Tell me he's going to survive this, though. Bro, please tell me somehow, some way he's going to survive this, bro. If I have to make another sacrifice, I'm going to have to, bro. Please. And I'm just noticing, too, there with Yuji. It looks like the ear from the slicing and stuff. There's a bit of a mark right there. We've got to save him. Yuta, you son of a bitch. What do you mean we got to save my guy? Is that what saving his life sounds like? Is Okotsu alright? Only 3 chapters with me. What? I know, and I see right there the break after that. What do you mean we have to go save him? What the hell happened to him? I know, of course, like he's in the Gojo form and all that, but as far as he was kind of like put out of commission for the moment and everything. But he's not gonna go psychotic, is he? Very weird end right there to the chapter. Okay. So that's 268, man. I know this is gonna be I know for most people that would love to go in and rip apart JJK and everything, they're gonna have their own field days and stuff when it comes to this chapter and all that. Because to go and have what we got last week and getting this right here, like Sukuna being taken out of the picture, he's gone. Like it's finale. He's finished. It's done. Everything is concluded now with Sukuna. And I know there are going to be people who are probably not going to be happy with the way that this came to an end. But the fact that I would have to assume here the shadow, all that is what got this situation to come to fruition, what it was. And obviously from the fact that the damage and time and everything that's happened to lead to Sukuna being taken out would justify how things over here would end up going through it. And you're seeing how Megumi pulls out from Sukuna and all that, leaving that this combobulated form, that's all that was left for him. He literally looks like Homunculus, literally, in Full Metal Alchemist, before the further thing that we see afterwards in FMA. But it's crazy, though, like, Yuji still allowed the chance. It's like, yo, if you want to stay around, whatever, I'll make it work. I'll accept you for what you are, but I'll live with you, I'll accept you. And to the very end, even though Sukuna's like, yo, I'm impressed and all that, you cannot underestimate me, I am a curse. Literally, like bar for bar, with Advent Children, with Cloud and Sephiroth. For that to be the ending right there, I think it's very fitting. And even though in the Yuji's eyes, it's like, I could have had a chance to at least reform him, but at the end of the day, that's who he is, and you can't fight it, man. So, yeah, that is a crazy way to go about it to conclude Sukuna's time in the story. And one of the great villains when it comes to Shonen Jump still. Regardless of how some people are going to feel about how this was the end for him, top villain there, man. And then the stuff there with Hakari and Urume, I mean, granted, we didn't get to see the rest of their fight, which I know is just... it's just crazy that they got into this thing. We saw them on the sides, and then that's how it ends. Like, it is definitely a bit disappointing on that front, because I do wanted to see more of what Urugume was possibly capable of, on top of fighting Akari, who I know coming from the Binding Vow and all that. So again, I know it's easy to say, like, with regards to Gege's health being probably a major factor in all of this, but I don't also want to use an author's health as an excuse, because then you can use that for anybody else, like a Togashi, for Horikoshi, or even for Oda at that point, to not do certain things because of their own health. So it is a bit unfortunate, but at the same time, now that they're done, we got the trio back together for the first time, literally since the beginning of Shibuya. Like, we're talking like the longest of times, 100 plus some chapters, and they're back together for the remainder of the story. The box opening thing right there, like, it's one of my wishes. It came true in a different way than I was hoping, but we'll take it though. Exactly, man. So I'm just glad that happened there, that they're reunited, they're together again. But now things are interesting, because we're gonna have to go there and save Akotsu, who we have to presume is still in the form there of Gojo. Of course, Rika being there the last time we saw and everything. So with 3 chapters remaining, I'm very curious what this could mean, right? If this is going to be like a normal end to the story here, or this could be something that flips things into another direction, I don't know. The chances of us getting a part 2, I think, are very slim, but again, you never can write out anything completely whenever it pertains to Shonen Jump series or just manga just in general. They can always flip the switch on you when you least expect it, right? But yeah, I would say for me personally, because I can only speak on my own experiences and stuff with this from what I've read, it's a good chapter that has its qualms, and I'll definitely feel differently on the reread once we have everything out together and all that. I know it didn't really dive more into what Nobara's like whole situation, how she was able to like get up after the whole 30 minutes and everything, but granted, the fact that she's back, I'm happy with it. I got the crew back, and now we see what's going to go on there with Yuta. But Ryoma and Sukuna, it was a pleasure. You're finally out of here. My life has some joy back in it, and we have 3 chapters remaining before we say goodbye to this series that has meant the absolute world to me from the very first chapter back in the spring of 2018 until we get to its conclusion in 271. So, guys, let me know how we think down in the comments below regarding this week's chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen. Let me know if you feel satisfied or you feel a type of way in regards to this being the conclusion of Sukuna's time in the story of Jujutsu Kaisen. Let me know what you might have changed or what you have hoped would have happened and all that. And what do you make of things right here now between the trio that they're back together? Like, are they going to end up becoming now the next, Geto, Gojo, and Ieri of the series and stuff? Will they now get ready to take care of, like, the new gen? Especially if we get, like, a time skip, which I think almost is, like, a given at this point in time. And what do you make of the situation right now with Akotsu? Is that something where we're going to have to go and fight him to save him, or like, what do you make of that whole situation? Let me know down in the comments below. Any clarifications, any input, anything about the chapter you want to talk about that I didn't talk about too much on, you want to clarify on, please let me know down in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. If you want to be part of the weekly experience when it comes to my coverage of Jujutsu Kaisen week in, week out, especially for the final 3 chapters to come, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell Shandor to stay up to date with everything goes on the channel. With that being said, I will catch you guys when we come back from the break week. I'm going to try and make as much progress as I humanly can to get the Calling Game video done, at least in terms of, the finalizing the script, the editing. I am going to be separating things a little bit. Calling Game is going to be one part. The Shinjuku Showdown to the end of the manga will be a separate one there. So I'm hoping I can try and get things done in the break week that we have coming up. And yeah, we have a lot of work that has to get done before we get to the conclusion. So I'm going to be right there with Gege in terms of trying to get to the finish line, and we'll do what we can as we should. So I'll see you guys in a couple weeks' time. Gege, 3 chapters to go. We have a landing to stick. You must. Commodore last signing off. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, take care. Going crazy, yeah,